To comfort an old friend who woke up to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place.
I'm saying I haven't listened. What? Well, hi, welcome back to Three Men in One Band. This is John.
I'm
That's
Kevin. I'm
Jordan.
Kevin.
Shut up. I'm Jordan.
You shut up.
Okay.
Well, take it easy, guys. Take it easy, okay?
Oh.
Good Lord.
That's a great segue. Yeah, that's all I got. That's a great segue.
All right.
John, you can't just jump into it like that. You got to kick it off the right way. For the first time ever, 311 Band is recording live from Sneedville.
Oh, yes. How could I forget the big news? We are live in Sneedville tonight.
I've already got one DUI.
Yep. We all
He's
rented
working hard on number 2.
We all rented a Segway and drove it down here together.
Yeah, that's why we're talking about how great Segways are. They're a great form of travel.
What are you talking about?
Segways, bro.
When did we start
Segways.
talking about Segways?
Right now.
No.
Look, the great thing about Segways is you don't need any hands to drive them. It can just be a balancing act.
So that means you
How many
feet and-
ITAs do you need to have to drive a Segway, though?
That's tough. I say there's no minimum requirement. You just keep going.
I say 0, but replace it with Long Island iced teas.
Ooh.
Then you need 4 or 5.
That's just
how
to
many
get it
miles
started.
do you need?
That's to get it started.
I don't know.
For every mile, you have to finish 2 more.
Oh, that was crazy. I don't know how many miles we'd be able to travel if that were the case.
That's a good question, but
we just
we are 2 minutes in, and so far we've covered Sneedville, DUIs, Segways. We are on track here, boys.
Yeah, we are so back.
Back like we never left.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's been about 2 months. We did our 60 days in jail for our last DUI.
Yeah, boy, was it fun. And what did we learn while we were there, guys? Soap is surprisingly slippery.
That the rent is free.
And the rent is free. That might be the best part.
And everyone there is like us.
I was not expecting that.
Well, we could keep going all day. Are we ready to kick this off?
You know what? Let's try
it. Kevin doesn't sound like he's ready. He's thinking about Sneedsville over there. Oh. All right, so the last time we got together, I got to pick the band, and I picked the Eagles. No, not the football team. They suck.
They sure do.
They spit. They spit is what they do.
That's even more accurate.
Yeah. So we're talking about the Eagles this week.
Ooh.
Pretty fire band, if I say so myself. But we'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
I need to correct you already. They're not called the Eagles. They're called Eagles.
Jordan hates to make that correction, but it's a valid correction.
He doesn't hate to make it. He likes to make it.
If anything, being 60 days sober taught me that we got to be correct.
All right. Well,
that's just how it's got to be.
We're talking about Eagles today. Not the Eagles, not the Eagles. We're talking about Eagles today.
Like bald eagles.
Yes. That's a question we've never asked before. Why are they bald? No other bird has hair loss.
That's true. It's like, why do they call it DUIs? Why not just great times?
Yep, you are asking the real questions.
The hard-hitting ones.
Ugh.
All right.
All right, so
We got a lot.
John picked Eagles, not the Eagles.
Nope, just Eagles.
So, do you want to go ahead and give your synopsis of them, or do you kind of just want to do an album by album thing and you give us some history? What are you thinking here, Buckaroo?
I'll hit a few quick pieces of history here. I won't lie. I wrote this stuff down so long ago and then may or may not have lost the paper. So right now I'm just kind of scanning Wikipedia here, so I'll keep it kind of brief. Eagles are an American rock band. They formed in 1971 in Los Angeles. That's right, all the way out in California. So far away. Actually, a lot of our bands seem to be from out in that western area, but that's neither here nor there. They've had 5 number one singles, 6 number one albums, 6 Grammys, and 5 American Music Awards. So they are considered one of the most successful musical acts of the 70s. I have to agree. I think they're pretty awesome. They've actually sold more than 200 million records worldwide, so
Wow.
that's pretty cool too. And 100 million of those alone were sold in the U.S. So that's both international and home country success. Now, personally, I take no. I don't know. I think this is a criminally low ranking, but in the Rolling Stones list of 100 greatest of all time, 100 greatest artists of all time, the Eagles are ranked 75. So let's break down the members of Eagles here. We have Glenn Frey. He's the lead guitarist and vocalist. There's Don Henley on drums and vocals, Bernie Linden on guitars and vocals, and Randy Meisner on bass guitar and vocals. To me, that's one of the things that set this band apart from many other groups is they actually all sing. A lot of times, you have a lead singer, a backup singer. Maybe on some songs, other people sing, but no, here they're all 4 labeled as vocalists.
Interesting.
Actually, and I never knew this before I did the research. All of these guys were recruited by Linda Ronstadt to play as her supporting band members along with during one of her tours for a 1972 album. So that's kind of neat. That's kind of what brought them all together, and then they set out on their own very shortly after. I feel like that sets up a lot of their history.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're going to go and talk about tonight is they have a greatest hits album. That's something we've yet to cover on this pod, so we'll not give that we'll give it a ranking, but it's not going to be factored into our final score since we've already listened to all of these songs. Unfortunately, several of the Eagles original band members have passed away by this point in time, but they are still considered an active group. They've had other people come in. One band member that I just completely skipped over in this. I don't think I said anything about Joe Walsh, did I?
Nope, you did
No.
not.
Yeah, I kind of just skipped right over him. So Joe Walsh is another very big name from the Eagles. I think him and Don Henley are kind of like the 2 guys. Glenn Frey's pretty big too. Those would be the 3 biggest guys. In a 4-person band, being one of the 3 biggest names isn't really that impressive. But anyways, I don't want to keep talking. I just want to get into the music because boy, do I like their music. So let's do this thing. Who's ready?
Nope.
Let's dive right on in.
Well, it's actually a good thing you're not ready because I have not listened to them yet.
I actually am ready. Which album are we starting with?
Is it their first
Well,
album talking about Sneedsville?
yeah,
Yes.
well, of course it's talking about Sneedsville. All good albums talk about Sneedsville. But our first album, in reality,
Oh,
let me
there's
find it.
gravity.
I wasn't prepared here.
Oh my god.
The first album is a self-titled album called Eagles from
Oh,
the year 1972.
dude, that was a great year.
It was. I remember that year like it was yesterday.
Damn, I remember like it was 53 years ago.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
That is crazy. All right, well, do you want one of us to kick it off, or do you want to kick it off?
I'll kick it off. So,
Let me kick it off.
all right, kick it off. Go,
All
Kevin.
right,
Kick
all
it
right,
off.
kick it off.
I kicked it off. You said you were going to kick it off. Kick it off.
All right. Take It Easy. I think this is a classic song. Like it's one of their greatest in my opinion. You've got to love the lyrics. You've got to love the instrumental parts. Um, and actually, fun fact, I have been to Winslow, Arizona before, so pretty cool. I bought a T-shirt that said "Come on, baby, don't say maybe." Um, yeah, I kind of had Riz. Yeah.
Did you?
Anyways, continuing on, "Witchy
Okay.
Woman," another great song. I think they started off with two like all-time great hits. Chug
Yep.
Along, not one I was familiar with before this listen, but it was okay. I thought they mixed things very well. Um, most of us are sad. Wasn't really my favorite, but I think they did a nice job executing what was there. Nightingale, solid song. The train leaves here this morning. I actually kind of liked this one. I thought the lyrics told a nice story, and the harmonies were nice in the vocal parts. Take the Devil, it was just okay. Early Bird, it's been a while since I've listened to this song, and I only listened once, but I have written in all caps, "What the hell is in the beginning?" Um, Apparently, I thought that Spotify was playing ads here in the beginning
Oh,
because it was like just so not what I was expecting. Um, for me, this was the worst song on the album, and there was not much in the way of redeeming qualities. I hope you guys know that that is the worst thing I will say about the Eagles tonight. So I hope you enjoyed that. Um, Peaceful, Easy Feeling. This is probably in my top 5 Eagles songs. I think it's amazing. A great song. It just very peaceful and it gives you an easy feeling. Um, Trying was at best a mediocre closer. It was just an average song. I get not wanting to close with Peaceful, Easy Feeling, but I think they could have done some sort of better layout of the album to end it in a better way. But overall, I still thought it was a great start for a debut album. I gave it an 8.3 out of 10.
interesting.
Strong start.
Who's next?
Oh, yes.
I can go next.
Oh, if
Okay.
you don't want to, I can.
Okay. You
Shut
just saying
up.
the whole
Shut
same thing again.
Yeah, I'll just read it word for word.
So I think "Take It Easy" is, to me, that's one of their classics. It's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
"Witchy Woman." What I have written in my notes here is I like when they in the song where it goes the woo hoo. Um,
Yeah,
um,
that is a fun part.
yeah, so not bad. "Chug All Night" I thought was okay. I think the first two songs are better. "Most of Us Are Sad." I didn't hate that song. It was a little different, but to me, I don't. It's not bad. "Nightingale" I thought was a good, catchy song. Um, I did not like "Train Leaves in the Morning." "Train Leaves Here in the Morning." I did not like. "Take the Devil." I did not like. "Early Bird." I
Look at
didn't like.
you, a good Christian man, not liking the devil song.
Yeah, to me, those two songs were not good. I will agree. "Peaceful, Easy Feeling" is another classic to me that is a very good song, and I agree with you. I think that should have been the ending to the album, but nonetheless, good classic Eagles song. The only thing I might disagree with you on is I like "Trying" a little. I liked it more than you did. I like the beat in it, but overall, it wasn't a bad
No,
debut
I
album.
I thought it was an okay song. I don't think it was the best song to be a closer. Like I
Peace.
think if they, I'm curious for your take on this, Kevin. I think if they could have switched up, I think like Witchy Woman, that could have been a good closing song to the album.
I
Like
can I can agree with that. I wouldn't have been mad with that. Um, but yeah, overall, not a bad start. I like for the most part. Well, for the songs that I liked, I thought that they had a good sound. I ended up giving it a 6.6.
6.6.
Wowzer, yowzer.
Yeah, what'd you think? I was going to give it a 10.
11.
Oh, I was kind of hoping.
I mean,
All
this
right.
is not. I won't go out of my way to ever listen to the Eagles again, but I can appreciate good sounding music.
Yes, I agree. All right. Well, I guess I'll jump in. So I think all in agreement. The whole world's in agreement. Take It Easy is an all-time classic rock song. It's got almost 1 billion plays on Spotify alone. Great way to kick off their career and album. Which Woman is good. I'm not the biggest fan of the song. I really not. I wrote that it was good, but it did not get added to my playlist. Um, Chug All Night, I was not a big fan of. The only comment I put was eh. Most of Us Are Sad, I put it was slow, but it was good. Nightingale, I did not really care for. Train Leaves Here This Morning, I put Bluegrass question mark because to me, I don't think it fit on the album. It was just it didn't really sound like the rest of the album.
Sorry,
Um,
I missed what song you just said.
Train Leaves Here This Morning.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It just sounded a little bit different. Take the Devil, I put that it has a really good solo. I always appreciate good guitar solos. Early Bird, I put definitely does not belong on this album. Um, Clearly, I did not like it. Peaceful, Easy Feeling, I put great, and it should have been the album closer. I think you guys have already all said that. Trying, uh, I put Nifty Guitar, and it was okay song. Does not deserve to be the closer, though. Overall, I gave this album a 7.0
Okay,
You said a
because
7.
it
Oh,
yeah, 7.0.
I
To
can
me,
live with that.
it does not have the staying power of the other albums, in my opinion.
well, we're going to get into that too.
All right, John, kick us off.
All right, next album is called Desperado. Um, that's the title of one of the main tracks on this album, rather. Doolin Dalton. I think it's a nice song. Um, it tells a little bit of a story about a character they've made, and kind of the life in the Wild West. I liked it. 21. It was okay. Not my favorite, but it was okay. Out
Yep.
of Control, I liked better than that. But again, it wouldn't be a song that like Kevin just said, I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to that song.
Mhm.
When we get back to Tequila Sunrise, that's one I like more. The instrumental parts in this, I think, are the best we've heard so far on the album. Desperado kind of is a mood shift to me in the next one. We've kind of been in this general, like, upbeat, up tempo, um, positive sort of vibe up to
Yeah.
here. Desperado is very much not that, but I do think it really conveys its mood very well of being like a ballad type song. I really go for it. Um,
Mhm.
the Doolin Dalton instrumental, I mean, it's obvious what it is. I'd never heard it before. Cool.
Yeah.
Um, Saturday Night was a song that I really quite liked. I thought that was good. Bitter Creek, though, I thought was even better. I really enjoyed that song, and have listened to it multiple times since. Going into it, I had never heard it, so that was a new one. But the song that really got me, because when I was listening to Spotify here, I thought maybe I'd accidentally clicked the um, just repeat the album button when I started hearing the Dueling Dalton Desperado reprise. Um, I had never heard that before, never knew it existed, and like I'm saying here, it really surprised me when I heard it, but I liked that one a lot. The idea of just like when I was really into AJR for a time, I loved how they did their overtures to
Yeah.
start albums. Here I really like how they took what I would say undoubtedly are their two biggest hits on this album and did a little mashup reprise and kind of completed both stories and tied it in a nice little bow there at the end of the album. It wouldn't be what I'd consider a traditional strong closer to an album,
Yeah.
but I really did like the fact that they kind of revisited their other songs, completed the story arc, and that's how the album ended. Um, so I gave this album. I thought it was a little bit stronger. Um, it didn't have as many hits, but I thought the filler songs on this were better. So I gave it an 8.6.
Wow.
It's a very high score.
Yeah, it is.
Don't worry, I go almost all my other scores are lower than that. That's one of my
Wow.
peaks.
Really? That's
Interesting.
a hot take.
That's we'll see. All right, Kevin, me or you?
I'll go.
All right, see ya.
um, this album, I'll start off by saying I did not like as much as the first one. Doolin Dalton, excuse me.
Dart.
All I have is 21. I thought there was some catchy notes to it, but still, it's not. I didn't think it was a great song. Out of Control, I thought was better than the first two. Tequila Sunrise to me seemed more like a chill song, more relaxed, laid back, but I liked it. Desperado, I did like. Certain Kind of Fool, it was okay. Outlaw Man, I wasn't a fan of. Saturday Night was okay. Is it Better Creek? Uh, I didn't like the draw. I didn't like the ending to that, and I'm gonna disagree with John here, but I did not like the ending with the dueling and Desperado. I ended up giving it a 5.9.
See, I totally respect you not liking that last song. I think the reason why I like it is because growing up, I listened to both of those songs so many times. So that then now, as an adult, to discover, oh, they have this like mashup. I think that's why I really like it. I think if I had gone in cold and didn't have the attachment, I'd probably feel the same as you.
I mean, that makes sense.
Which are you talking about? Bitter Creek or the Duel of Dalton?
Yes, both.
Yeah.
Okay. You said your score was a 5.9.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's another band that's not. Who was our top one for scores? Is it Cartel still?
It's
I
cute
think
as
it's
four.
Is it cute as what we aim
it
for?
is.
God, that's a hot take for the whole world. Holy moly!
I think it's them.
It's them or Cartel. I couldn't remember.
It's
It's
one of them.
one of them.
All right, so kicking off Desperado, I will go ahead and say Doolin Dalton. I like it. Some great guitar work. 21, good song. Out of Control, good song. This is my hot take so far. Tequila Sunrise. I wrote there are better tequila songs out there. Desperado. The only word I could find to describe this song was beautiful.
Good call.
After
I
that,
agree.
going into Certain Kind of Fool, I wrote the rhythm sounds very familiar, and then as I was doing some digging, I was like, this sounds a lot like Third Eye Blind. Clearly, the Eagles did not get their inspiration from the Third Eye Blind. I mean, maybe they did. I don't know, but they weren't around back then. Outlaw Man is good. Saturday Night is my second kind of like, didn't care for it. And Bitter Creek. For me, the beginning sounded a lot like Freebird. I was like, is this who wrote that song first? Bitter Creek or Freebird? Which one came first? But that was good. I actually did not write anything for the Doolin Dalton / Desperado reprise.
Little did you know that would be the most contested song on this album.
Yeah, it's also the least played song on the album on Spotify.
Is
Shame.
it? Wait, how do you see like
Wait.
specific song?
Oh,
Oh,
I'm on
it's
my.
not actually on the album. You have to go to like just songs. Is that where you
Well, no,
find that?
I'm on my PC looking at the Spotify, and it gives you all the details.
Oh, okay.
I was wrong. Doolin Dalton instrumental is the least played,
Oh, yeah.
followed by Out of
No, I
Control,
believe that.
and then Bitter Creek. So I guess that one's it's whatever. I ended up giving this record a 7.7.
Yeah, moving up in the world.
Whoa.
It is my third highest Eagles album.
Actually,
Yep.
same.
Damn, we should go get a DUI together later.
You read my mind.
Mhm.
All right, next album comes to us from 1974. It's called
called?
On the Border.
What's Border?
Border of
Border of Sneezeville.
legally being able to drive.
Okay.
All right, first song on the album, Already Gone. I think this is a hype song to start an album to. I think it's got great, energizing guitar parts. Nothing like super impressive technically, but it really, I think, gets you going. You Never Cry Like a Lover.
Yeah.
Midnight Flyer. This gives me Kevin vibes from Witchy Woman, where they do the who in Midnight Flyer thing. Same sort of idea. But I like this song a lot too. I think it's a good one. Of course, there's On the Border, the title track of the album. I think that's a neat song. It's got some kind of heavier guitar parts for at least as far as the Eagles are concerned. James Dean, neat song as well. I'm telling the story of James Dean, obviously. And I like that a lot too. Old 55, to me, this is one of my like all-time goated like sad songs. It just so simple. It's not overscored. It's very minimal, but there's just something about it that maybe I describe it as like haunting. I really really enjoy it. I don't even want to talk about the last three songs on the album because they weren't really for me. But I gave this album the lowest score I have so far. It dropped down. I still thought it was a good album. It just wasn't as good. So I dropped down to an 8.0 out of 10.
Woo! Wowzers.
Still high, but I liked it. Just not as much.
I mean, I respect it. I respect it.
Good oogly moogly.
And Kevin's probably gonna give him like a 3.2 or something stupid.
Yeah, probably. That sounds like Kevin.
You know what? I'll just go ahead and go.
Okay, see ya.
Go where?
Bye.
To Sneedsville?
Yes, I'm
How can-
on my way there.
How can he leave there if he's already there?
I'm headed there.
I thought you already were there.
Yeah.
I left for a little
Lying
bit.
to our listeners?
All right, already gone. I agree. That is a good, classic, catchy song. Really good, strong start to the album. You Never Cry Like a Lover. I thought it was okay. It's nah. Midnight Flyer. I thought it was all right. Not bad. My Man. All I wrote was not a bad song, so I guess it's okay. On the Border that is probably my favorite song on the album. I thought it was pretty good. It was catchy. I did not care for James Dean or Old 55. I didn't really care for Is It True either. I thought The Best of My Love was a chill, like it was a snazzy little ending to it. I thought that was a good song, but I ended up giving this one a 7.2.
Oh, you gave it a
Wow,
high
your
score.
best
That's
score.
I'm
I like it.
surprised. All right.
I mean, it's
So
only going to
yeah.
get better.
Better. I can agree with that. All right. So on the border. So already gone. I kind of like it. It's a good little energetic opener. Good to me. You never cry like a lover. To me, a little bit more moody, kind of a ballad. I like it. Midnight Flyer. Yeah. For some reason, that one didn't fully grasp me. If you know what I'm saying. You can never go wrong with My Man here. Um, I mean, looking through my notes, I don't think I actually gave anything on here really bad. I like My Man on the border. Um, Typically for a title track of an album, I expect a better song. Um, Still wasn't bad. James Dean, like it. I also like James Dean himself, great actor. He's the original Fast and Furious. Old 55, I'm a sucker for ballads. Um, is it true? It's damn true. I like it. Good Day in Hell. I like it. And Best of My Love, I think is probably the best song on the album. And I don't know if you mentioned this, but you probably did, and I missed it. But apparently, this was their first #1 hit. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
I thought it was Take It Easy. But this song was apparently their first #1 hit, which is kind of crazy. Didn't really expect that, but for this album, I'll be honest, I gave it a 7.4.
7.4. Okay. We're kind of all settling in a little bit closer now. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. The next album we get the pleasure of talking about is from 1975. One of Those Nights. This song starts right out with the title track. Song number 1. I think it's a banger. Very, very, very good song. I like it. Too Many Hands. I didn't write anything down about it, and I don't really remember it. So I think that says about all it needs to say. Hollywood Waltz. Meh. Journey of the Sorcerer. A little bit better, but still just kind of in that meh room. Although I will say about Hollywood Waltz, I like so many times bands get stuck in the we're just going to play in 4 and we're going to do that. Here, they're challenging themselves musically and trying a different style and doing like a whole waltz thing. So that's cool. The second half of the album is where I really think they step up their game. Lion Eyes, great song. It's a ballad, really tells a story about, you know, uh, uh, a guy getting cheated on. And it's all about like his girl's lying to him, and he's like, "You think I can't tell?" Like, and it's a good tune. It kind of exposes that style of living. Listen to the song so you know what we're talking about. Take It to the
Yeah.
Limit. Again, they have Eagles have so many good songs. Um, it's hard to just pick like a top 5, but Take It to the Limit might be in my top 5. It's just so good. Um, yeah, it's just really good. After the Thrill Is Gone, another good solid tune. A little on the more depressing side, but still solid. I liked I Wish You Peace. I think it's a nice song, but just like I thought about whatever album it was we were talking about earlier, I just don't think this is the best closer to an album. Um, but and all in all, I thought it was a better album than On the Border, but I think this is still one of their weakest albums. So I gave it an 8.2.
Solid. I can agree with most of your statements. All right, Kevin.
Alrighty. Well, I do agree with you. I think one of these nights, it's a good. I mean, there's, like you said, the Eagles have so many classic songs. It's hard to say what their my top five be. You would probably get different answers from different people, but one of these nights is definitely a classic. Too Many Hands, I thought was okay. Hollywood Waltz, I wasn't really a fan of. What is it? I'm having a hard time reading. Journey of the what? What's the song called?
Journey of the Sorcerer.
Sorcerer. Yeah, that's just my shit handwriting, but I didn't really care for that either. Lying Eyes, I did think was a pretty good song. Take It to the Limit is another classic, I think, by them. Visions, I thought was okay. I wish I would have listened to After the Thrill Is Gone again because I didn't write anything down for it. So I guess I don't really have an opinion on that song.
Go listen to it real quick. We'll wait.
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I Wish You Peace, I thought was a good ending song.
Interesting.
I didn't really have a whole lot to hate about this album. So I ended up giving it a 7.4.
7.4, you said?
Yes.
Nice. I can agree with that. So for one of these nights, I definitely started off by kind of saying that with this album, they definitely seemed a lot more polished, and we're definitely going for like a radio sound. And obviously, it worked because I'm sure John probably said it, and I missed it again. But this was their first album to go #1 on the Billboard 100, or not? Sorry, the Billboard charts, and basically solidified them as one of the biggest bands of the '70s. So the opening track, I love the song. It's a great opener. It's one of their most played songs of all time. It's just good. It's instant classic. Too Many Hands. I did not. It wasn't one of my favorites. It wasn't bad. Hollywood Waltz is okay. It's a little slower. Journey to the Sorcerer, I do like this song, and if I'm not mistaken, I think in my notes it wrote that it was used as a theme for the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the movie, not the book, because books don't have theme songs.
They could. We won't judge.
That's true.
Give it time.
Okay. Lion Eyes, obviously one of the band and album's biggest hits. Great song. Take It to the Limit. I like it. Another one of their huge songs. Great. Visions. Not it's probably the only song on there that I really did not care for. After the Thrill Is Gone, it's all right. And I Wish You Peace. It was okay. I get why they had it as the last song because from what I was reading, this is when the one guy was leaving, and this was like his swan song that he wrote. So I kind of respect that. Wasn't my favorite, but hey, it was a good song. Overall, I gave this album a 7.9 because I think this album is kind of where you start to see them put out these, I don't want to say bangers, but this is where they start putting out their classics. 7.9, and it is the second highest rated Eagles album for me.
Well, I think we're on the same page here, Jordan, because I think both of us are going to like the next album the best. I just have a feeling on that one. Because the next album, I would say, has their biggest hit. I don't have the data and metrics to back it up,
I do.
but I have to imagine it's their best hit. The next album is called Hotel California. It starts right off with Hotel California. I couldn't say enough good things about that song if you paid me to. It's just a great song in every conceivable way. I don't think there's a person alive that knows the Eagles or has even heard of this band that Hotel California isn't the first or one of the first songs that they throw out immediately upon hearing their name.
Oh yeah.
It's like if you think of the Eagles, you think of Hotel California.
If you think of rock music, you think of Hotel California.
Yeah, I think that's a very true statement. It's just great. New Kid in Town, again, a classic to me. It's such a good song. Life in the Fast Lane is even better. I think they had a absolute banger to start it, then a really good song, then it gets even better again with Life in the Fast Lane. It just you can't call the Eagles heavy because they're just not. But this song would be maybe their most foray into like just aggressive sounding guitar riffs. Wasted Time, beautiful song, very, very emotional. Um, a lot of people have probably felt that feeling at some point in their lives. Um, yeah, the reprise of that song isn't as good as the original song itself, but it's still okay. Victim of Love, again, classic. I think this whole album is kind of defined, at least some of the songs are defined by more simplistic but aggressive and rhythmic guitar licks. Um, I think that'd be fair to say. The only song on this album that I would not define as like a staple in their literature might be Try and Love Again. Pretty Maids and All in a Row is probably a stretch too to be considered a staple, but I liked that song a lot when I listened to it. I think, yeah, it's Try and Love Again that would be the one song that would drag this album down a little bit.
Yeah.
And The Last Resort is another great song. It kind of is looking into the future and saying like, I'm sorry, maybe not the future, but either way, it's a good song. It really tells a story and paints a lot of imagery, and it's again, it's a really good song. But one of my reoccurring things here with the Eagles is I just don't know about their layout of their albums. Like this song isn't a closer. It's just, I mean, unless you want your closer song to be kind of like melancholy, but it's a really great song. I just don't like its positioning in the album.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But you have so many hits on this album, and it flows so well in the first half that, well, the first like 2/3 that it. I don't know if there was a different way to lay it out. But anyways, this is my favorite Eagles album of all time. I gave it a 9.3. I think it deserves to be up in a conversation with some of the best albums, definitely of the 70s, definitely of classic rock, but maybe even best albums of all time. I just think it's solid, more than solid. It's above average to exceptional almost every single song.
You know what? You're onto something here.
Damn straight I'm onto something.
Now replace one of the best of all time with on par with Pop Psychology, and then we're talking.
Oh my god, I might be done with this podcast right now. I'm done.
All right.
Actually, wait, I need to go back and look at my pop psychology score because I might have given them the same score.
You probably did.
I only gave him a 10.0.
I gave him a negative 300 million.
All right. So for
All right.
Hotel California,
Yeah.
I agree. Hotel California was it's another great classic song by them. A super strong start. To me, I think John, you might have touched on this, but when you think the Eagles, Hotel California to me is one of those songs where it's to me one of their biggest ones they've ever come out with. New Kid in Town, I thought was okay. Life in the Fast Lane, to me, that's another classic by them. I thought that was pretty good. Wasted Time, I thought was okay. Mm, Victim of Love is another song that I thought was pretty good by them. Pretty Maids, I thought was not bad. Not one of my favorites, but I didn't hate it. For Try and Love Again, I don't know why I did this, but I wrote not bad. I scratched it out, and then I wrote not bad again. So I guess it's. I guess
It's really not bad.
yeah. I
Get
guess
us
I
a
had to check.
guess or stuff.
I had to. I
That's
had to
funny.
check. I had to check myself. So it's just not a bad song. And the last resort, I thought wasn't. It was a good song. It was to me, it was an okay ending. Um, but I ended up giving this one an 8.3.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
Yep.
All right. You said 8.3.
Yeah.
So Hotel California. Obviously, we're all considering stuff one of the greatest albums of all time. This is what you think of when you hear the Eagles. I mean, this song has almost 2 billion plays on Spotify. It is in the top, I think, 7 or 8 for most played rock songs of all time. Um, it's just one of those songs that's going to live forever. Obviously, it's been 50 years and people are still playing it. It's just one of those kind of songs.
A song that'll never die.
No, it won't. We hear it every time we go to Sandbar. It's just one of those.
We should.
It's just one of those songs. Nothing else to really say about it. New Kid in Town, another one of their hits. Good song. Life in the Fast Lane has that iconic beginning guitar. That's like a little more groovy, I guess you could call it. It's a great one. This next one, unpopular opinion, but Wasted Time is, I think it became one of my favorite songs of all time. It's probably one of my most played songs of this year. I love that song. His
So,
voice
out of
is
curiosity,
so amazing in it. What?
like you're a real music buff, so I'm sure you've heard the song before this listen through, correct?
This song? Actually, no, I never listened to it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool.
But yeah, I loved the song. It's on my playlist now, and it's not even one of their hits. It's just a good ballad. I loved it. Um, the reprise was just a little interlude. I always like those. Victim of Love. Um, I mean, it was good. I got nothing bad to say. Same thing with Pretty Maids All in a Row. Um, it's good. Nothing wrong with it. Try Love Again. Nothing wrong with it. Last Resort. I'm always a sucker for long songs, so I like it. Um, this one I gave this album a solid 6.5, and by that I mean a
Okay.
9.2.
Oh, oh, cool. Cool. So, I was like, all right, what's going on here? He glazed so hard and then gave a 6.5. Oh, um, funny enough, 9.2 is the score that I gave Pop Psychology. So it's good to know that we rate Pop Psychology and this the same.
You might want to go fix that.
Yeah. Well, at least I gave this one a higher score than Pop Psychology. I'm safe.
I don't think anything is ever going to get to that level for me. Of Pop Psychology, that
Oh,
low of a
good.
level for me. That's the floor. The bar right now is something else. I don't remember what it is. It's not that. Probably a Rev Theory album.
Shut up.
You just are a hater, bro. Just a big, big, big hater.
You know what? You're right.
All right. Since you're such a hater, go on a long run, please. And by that, why don't you kick us off this time, Jordan?
You want me to do a long
Talking about the
run?
long run. Yeah, talk about the long run.
Do you
Why
want me to
don't you
start?
do it, Jordan?
You want me to do the long run?
I do. In fact,
All
I'd
right.
like you to jump off as many curbs as possible.
Time me right now. I'll be back in 20 minutes. I'll go for a long run.
Okay.
No.
Now we talk shit about
So,
Jordan.
well, yeah. God, he's such a little bitch. So the long run. This was what, 1979.
Bingo.
This to me, this album was a major. I don't want to say letdown, but it was definitely a step down after Hotel California. But Hotel California is such a high bar; they were never going to hit that again. It They continued that same like good sound, in my opinion, but like even the title track it doesn't quite hit the same, in my opinion. It's a good song, but they could pick a better song. I think maybe I don't know. I can't tell you why. Um, it's a decent song. In the city, uh, I really liked the guitar in this one, but overall didn't quite hit for me. The Disco Strangler would have been my nickname back in the 70s. Um, but no, this song was all right. This is actually one of their least played songs on their whole discography, which is kind of cool. Or not cool. I don't know. King Hollywood. Again, I like the guitars. I like most of the music, but it just the rest of the song doesn't hit that high for me. Heartache Tonight. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I, as always, do some research on different stuff. I found out the song was co-written with Bob Seger, the legend himself. And this song was actually a #1 single, and it won a Grammy, which was kind of interesting. I didn't really see this song winning that. Those Shoes, don't really have much to say. I just didn't care for
Oh,
it.
I do. I
Really?
hope you're ready.
Okay. Teenage Jail. Again, I kind of like the guitar, but that was probably it. The Greeks don't want, the Greeks don't want no freaks. I wonder if this is where the TV show got the Freaks and Geeks from. Um, but the song isn't too bad. Sad Cafe. Uh, it's it's an okay song. I don't know. To me, this album just doesn't have that punch that the previous ones do. Um, Again, like I said, nothing was ever going to touch Hotel California. It just wasn't. Um, and I ended up giving this one a 6.8.
Wow, that is a major fall from grace.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. John, do you want to go next, or do you want me to?
No, I will go next. The Long Run, I think, is a good song, but I agree with you, Jordan, for being a title track and following Hotel California. It doesn't stand up to that same bar, but it's still a good song. I can't tell you why. Another nice song, I think the vocal parts in it in particular I like. In the City, we'll talk about it again in a minute because it's on their greatest hits album. That's one of the ones that I think it's overhyped in terms of like it should not be on a greatest hits album. It's just a mediocre song at best.
Yeah.
Um I I kind of liked Disco Strangler and King of Hollywood, both of them to me feel more like novelty songs, so to speak. Like it's
Yeah.
cool to listen to once and be like, oh hey, cool, look, this is a kind of neat song. But it's never gonna be something to me that demands serious attention. I mean, definitely not on this album, it doesn't hold up, but it doesn't hold up compared to any album, really. It's just kind of like they needed a couple more songs to round out the album. Feel the same way with The Greeks Don't Want No Freaks. Didn't care for that song either. Um Heartache Tonight is a song I have to disagree with you, Jordan. I really like this one. I think it's a great song. I think it's a classic song. It's always been a song of theirs that I really like. I don't know that it'd crack my top
La-di-da.
five, but it's up there. Now, Those Shoes. I
Congratulations.
hate this song. It is my least favorite Eagles song. Well, no, it might be my least favorite. If it's not my least favorite, it's tied with the Christmas cafe things they do. Whatever Christmas song they sing.
Yeah.
Both of them are terrible. But what gets me and why I hate the song so much is every time I hear the intro, I think it's a good song. And then it
Yeah.
actually starts for real, and I remember that they're singing about fucking shoes. and it just pisses me off all over again.
I mean, to be fair, one of Kevin and I's favorite songs is "Do You Like Waffles?" and it's just waffles.
But see,
That
that's
is
different
true.
because that's a good song.
That's fair.
This is not a good song. Not at
Tragic.
all. Then talking about the Sad Cafe, like I like this song. I really do. It's a terrible closer. Like it as as much as I like the Eagles and I will glaze the Eagles all day. Someone gave them bad advice on how to end albums because so many of them are either ended with mediocre songs or sad songs. And I don't know about you, but I don't listen to an album, get hyped up and fired up and worked up the whole way through, and then I'm like, the only thing that could make this better is if I'm depressed when it ends.
Hmm.
That's never been a thought of mine. So I don't get it. I originally gave this a higher score than I'm about to give it. Um, I think I'm gonna drop it down to my lowest yet. I'll go 7.7.
Oh
I
my
think.
god.
Well, hey,
Wow.
look, that is lower. Originally, I gave it an 8.3. So, but here talking about it, it reminded me just how much I didn't like it as much as the others. How I might be convinced into giving it even a lower score, but we'll
This
see.
was the highest rated album.
Yeah.
It's your highest rated. All right.
No.
Well,
No.
I was about to say go off, but I disagree. All right, what have you got for us, Kev Master?
I'll go ahead and say that I think the long run is another good, strong start. Excuse me. I can't tell you why I thought was another solid. It was to me, I consider that like a chiller, calmer song, but I thought it wasn't bad. In the city, I wasn't crazy about. Disco Strangler. I like the beat, but to me, it just didn't stick out that well. King of Hollywood, I wasn't a fan. Heartache Tonight, John, I will agree with you. That is, to me, another one of their classics. It might not be one of their biggest, like, well-known songs, but to me, that might be from my parents playing it when I was younger. But to me, I think that's a good song. Um, those Shoes, I was not a fan of. Teenage Jail, I did not like. The Greeks Don't Want No Freaks, I thought was okay. It wasn't bad. And the Sad Cafe, I thought was an okay ending. It definitely went down for me. I ended up giving this one a 6.1.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that doesn't upset me at all.
It's
Yeah, not
not
one bit.
not awful, but to me, they just kind of fell off on this album.
Yeah,
I think that's a
I
good
think
thing
that's
to
totally
agree.
fair. So then the next album we talk about, well, that one was released in 1979. The next album we go to, um, we skipped Hell Freezes Over because that is literally just a whole bunch of live on MTV recordings
Yeah.
and like a few songs they've already done before, just re-recorded. So we skip over that one. So then the next album that they put out was Who's Good at Math Here? They just did 1979, and then the next album is I whatever format this just did is making me angry.
What, The Long Road Out of Eden?
Yeah, the long run
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
like,
Eden, but
Seven.
talking about
28 years.
not showing up
28
how I
years.
wanted to. Oh, there it is. It came out in
28 years.
2007. So it's that
28
89, 99, oh no, almost like 30 years later.
maybe
28 to be
I
exact.
don't know.
28
But
years.
but boy, is it a long one. It's got two discs.
28 years.
It's 20 songs, and it's an hour and a
28
half
years.
long.
Before you dive in, John, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
So on Spotify, does it have it split up into two albums or no?
On Spotify, it does, yes.
Okay, because Apple Music did the same thing. I just wanted to make sure it had disc one and disc two.
Yeah, it does have
Yes.
2 discs.
Okay, I was just wondering.
So
It
I
does.
didn't take very detailed notes on this. In fact,
Why?
whatever I was doing at the time, I didn't take any notes at all. I just wrote
Hey,
down a score. So what I can tell you is I must have liked it. I don't really distinctly remember any of the songs, but I know I must have liked it because I gave it my second highest score of any album, and I gave it an impressive 8.8. Yeah, that's really about all I can say about it.
am I gonna have to do the glazing on this album?
You're gonna have to do the glazing.
I
Wow.
can't believe this is happening. This by far got my highest score.
Interesting take. Okay.
I think I'm trying to read my No More Walks in the World. I thought it was a good intro, not a
Wood.
classic, but I thought it was good.
Wood, not world.
Huh?
Yeah,
Wood,
it's no
not
more
world.
walks in the wood.
Oh, shit, yeah, I can't read my own handwriting.
You need to practice your handwriting, buddy.
I need to stop being so silly and write better. You're right.
You need more DUIs.
You can always add more.
Yep. There's no limits.
How Long, I thought was a good song. Busy Being Fabulous, a good song.
Ouch.
What Do I Do with My Heart is with songs that I hear that I really, really like, I put a star next to. So I guess this would be in my top 5. So I really like that one. Guilty of the Crime was a good song.
What's the
I
crime?
don't a DUI.
That's not a crime. That's a reward. A badge of honor.
I Don't Want to Hear Anymore was another one I put a star next to. That was a good song. Waiting in the
If you don't
Weed,
want to,
huh?
if you don't want to hear anymore, that can be arranged. I hear Mike Tyson is good about biting um, ears
Ears.
off.
Oh, he's geriatric. I'm not worried about him.
So are you.
Where was I? No More Cloudy Days was another good song. Fast Company, to me, that's another just, I put a star next to that one too. That's another just classic by them. Do Something, even if it's wrong. To me, that's a funny song, but to me, it's good. Um, and You Are Not Alone was another, I think, good ending to this song. And if I
Ending
have
to
to glaze
song.
on any album, I will glaze on this album. I gave this album a 9.2.
You only did the first half of the album.
Well, if I go into the second half of the album, I ended up not liking it as much.
Oh my.
I did it as a two-parter. So the first
Okay.
part I gave it a 9.2.
Wow.
The long
9.2.
Yes. Do you
Holy
have a hearing
hell.
do you have a hearing problem?
I do. My ears deceive me.
So for the second half of the album, Long Road Out of Eden I thought was good. I Dreamed There Was No War. I thought the
Why?
instrumental was okay. Somebody I didn't really care for. Um, Braille Grasp on the Big Picture, if I'm reading that right. I thought it was okay. Last Good Time in Town, I thought was okay. I love to watch a woman dance. Was good.
Why?
Business as you know, good. Center of the Universe was okay. It's Your World Now. I thought was a really good ending.
Damn, you really glazed this album.
So if I ended up giving the second half of the album a 7.4, so I'd have to do math, like my overall score. But I
I
thought the
guess
first half was way better than the second half.
I'm not gonna glaze the album as hard as that. I do think it was better than the last album we did. But I will say, I think the Long Ride of Eden is a masterpiece of a song. That first one on disc two. I love long songs. They're always a guilty pleasure. Um, but overall, I think the album as a whole, it kind of just it flows very nicely. Like it's long, but it works. It's not like Morgan Wallen, where it's just like 50 different singles that are just drinking and driving, which I love. But um, the album clearly had heart put into it, and it works. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because there's a lot of music here, but I ended up giving it a solid 7.2, better than two other albums of theirs. I thought it was better than their debut album, and I thought it was better than The Long Run.
Yeah, honestly, I was just surprised. I had never heard this album or heard of this album. So I was just surprised that they came back 28 years later and were like, hey, you know what? We haven't released new music in 3 decades, but you know what? Let's just pop off. Like,
Um,
I thought
and I
that was neat.
mean, the play and streaming numbers aren't bad on Spotify. I mean, everything has a couple million at least. And if you take the whole album together, I mean, it's got to be near 100 million streams. Um, the most popular song is "How Long," and it's probably the most popular because people are probably thinking, "How long is this album?" Um, but no, I thought it was a good album. I have nothing bad to say.
I'm trying to get my overall score. I have to do math.
Wait, we still have one more album.
What?
To the Limit came out in 2024.
Oh, I did not listen to that.
I
It's
must have
literally
just.
just every Eagles song in one album.
Yeah, the greatest hits one. Yeah, I didn't listen to that.
It's only 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Do you think I'm going to sit there and listen to that?
Yes.
Oh,
um. Oh, you're doing your whole. All right, so we're getting our average score or whatever.
I mean, if you guys have something, if you guys want to talk, that's just an album I didn't listen to.
All right, John, what was your average score for all your albums?
Let me calculator it up.
All
I
right,
had an
I'm doing mine right
8.8.
now. Let's see. So my average score is a 7.6 for all the albums. Let me go back. Let's see if I have any that are higher. Um,
That's not right. Hold on.
My average for the Eagles comes out to an 8.4.
wow.
And I would have to imagine that Hotel California being a 9.3 is that's got to be my highest scored album. I just can't imagine it being something else.
Um, I'm looking through.
While you guys are tabulating, what I'll talk about also is in 2003, they released an album called The Very Best of the Eagles. That was the first Eagles album I listened to. It's just their greatest hits. Um, 33 songs long. I think all of them until we get to it's on 2 discs. The
Yeah.
second disc, when they get to Those Shoes, which is the 12th song, it's the 29th of the 33 total songs. That's the first song that I'm like, this is just terrible. Everything else I think is a really good song. One song that I don't know what album it came out on because we didn't talk about it, but Seven Bridges Road,
Yeah.
great song. Hole in the World, great song. I must have missed that one somewhere too. But those are both great songs that I actually don't remember us talking about.
So I ended up giving them a 7.2 overall.
Okay, and I was 7.6. And I went back to look. There's only 4 albums that I gave a higher score than Hotel California. One was Every Trick in the Book by Ice Nine Kills. I gave it 9.6. And then I gave everybody's favorite 3-album Blink-182 run a 9.7, 9.5, and 9.8.
Yeah, well, those scores don't count because
I gave Pop
that band was
Psychology
the
a
worst band we've
5.2.
listened to.
I don't know. I think Neon Tree still had a lower overall score combined from us.
Combined, maybe. No,
Pop
no, no, no,
Psychology.
no. I
Oh no,
refuse to accept that.
no, I think it was Rev Theory.
Rev Theory had the lowest.
Maybe.
I thought Blink had the lowest.
I wish I had written these down.
So we'll have to get somebody to go through and compile all of our scores and make like a master sheet.
I don't know.
Because that sounds like a lot of fun.
Morgan Wallen had a 5.8 for me total.
You've got some nerve giving him that low score.
Oh, his overall score was almost the same score I gave Pop Psychology.
You disliked him that much? I guess you're not a country fan, so it makes sense.
I'm not a
No.
country fan. Oh, I retract that. I like real country. I love Johnny Cash and stuff like that. Morgan Wallen
that's
doesn't do
fair.
it for me. Morgan Wallen doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I can accept that. That's perfectly valid.
Yeah. But yeah, 7.6 on the Eagles for me. What else we got that's good for the group?
Um.
Oh wait. So we'll have to go ahead and say coming up, we will have a mini pod on Her Last Sight's new album because they came out with a new one. So we always said that if new albums came out, we would do a pod for it. And I believe I had the next band pick, right?
Yes.
You sure did.
So my next band choice was going to be a great band called Something Corporate. So make sure
So
you
what's their
listen to
name?
those.
I get that their name is something corporate, but what corporate thing are they?
I don't know. You have to figure that out.
Oh, fair. Not fair, but
Right.
okay.
Yeah, sorry. So I guess after this, I'm going to go listen to them
Okay.
and get a DUI.
Okay.
Anybody else game for that?
Yes.
Well,
All right. Let me go get
yeah.
a 6-pack of Long Island iced teas. And then I'll get my
just drink Mad O.
emergency Mountain Dew Newports, and then I'll be over there.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a plan.
Yeah, your emergency Newport Mountain Dew Newports. Yeah.
All right. Anything else? If not, I'm gonna end it.
End it.
All right. Goodbye.
Peace.
Bye.
How do I end it? Oh, stop recording.